Hello and welcome back to the channel. I've been away now for a good few months, and purely because it is down to the fact there's been nothing to talk about. Absolutely nothing. TV boxes, as far as innovation's concerned, there's been nothing. New TV boxes, yeah, they're all basically the same. Nothing new, nothing interesting. And as far as developments are concerned, there's nothing really else to talk about until Ugoos came along and decided, let's release a Marshmallow firmware for the S905. So I kind of have to talk about that. It's kind of interesting, and as well as that, frustratingly, it was released ages ago, and I've only just came across it. So let's talk about that today. So cast your minds back to 2015 with the release of the S905 processor by Amlogic. It was the successor to the S905 and it was featured in a generic TV box known as the MXQPro, as well as lots of different variants, but the main one really that comes to mind when thinking of the S905 is the MXQPro. The S905, of course, was released with Android 5.1 Lollipop, which was absolutely fine at the time because Kodi was announcing they were going to drop support for anything below Android 5.1. Unfortunately though, Amlogic saw fit to not release any newer versions of Android for the S905. Instead, they just released new processors known as the S905X. In itself, it was a great processor and it featured Marshmallow, but that's a different story for another time. So the S905 was just kind of, kicked to the curb kind of, and unfortunately did not see any newer versions of Android until Ugoos came along and decided to take the source code, which was Marshmallow, for the S905 and release it for the AM1 and the AM2 TV box. Now, the question is, can we take that firmware and install it on a generic MXQPro? That is the question. Of course, what you're seeing here is Marshmallow running on this very generic MXQPro, which I purchased a number of years ago. Unfortunately, you can't buy these MXQPros anymore. The only boxes you can really come across are S905X boxes. S905, they seem to be quite rare. So if you have one, you might want to give this a go. Unfortunately, do bear in mind that the chances are this is only ever going to load up, and that's it. Wi-Fi, Ethernet does not work. We really do need a developer to come along and take this firmware and kind of put all the things we need into it, such as Wi-Fi drivers, Ethernet drivers, and so on, just to make it usable. And the frustrating thing is, this is silky smooth firmware. It runs beautifully on this box. I can't fault it. Of course, things might change when Wi-Fi starts working, but for now, it's not glitchy, it's smooth, and yeah, everything I expect from a Ugoos piece of firmware. So if you want to give it a go, I shall leave the links in the description, but I do urge you to proceed with caution because this could really break your device. So take a look at these. These are very beautiful, do you not think? These are my creations, and I showcased over Christmas my arcade coffee table build. That was back in November, that original build, and since then I've created a few different versions, such as this two-player model. Very nice, don't you think? And yeah, and this lamp table as well. Yeah, so that's basically what I've been up to for the last couple of months, really. Not a lot, not a huge amount in terms of this channel and all the different things that are involved with it. There's not been a huge amount to talk about, really, guys. So there's not been an awful lot of chances to make videos. As well as that, I have got a couple of TV boxes on the way, such as the GT1 King and this other box, which apparently allows you to access all your devices from this box, known as Samba Share. We've talked about Samba Shares before, Samba sharing, file transfers and so on. I'm interested to see what that box can do, and yeah, I'll produce those reviews in due course and release them very, very soon, hopefully. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the quick video, and we shall see you very soon.